What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I am your host, Trey, back at it again for the second week in a row. We've got Nats versus Giants. Last night's game was very interesting in case you did not watch it because it was at a 10:15 start time. But the Nationals scored 14 runs, and they outscored their previous 11 game total or something crazy. I don't know. But they had a really good game. What's going on? We just chilling again. Yeah. Today it's we've got Joan Adon and Logan Webb for the Giants. And let me check and see what the lineups are, because I think I know what the Nats lineup is, but the Giants do have some guys that are out with injuries or on the COVID injured list. So they will not have the same squad. So they have I don't even know all these guys' first names, unfortunately. Most of them. Or wait, yes I do. Luis Gonzalez is in right field for them. Darren Ruff at first base. Wilmer Flores DHing. Brandon Crawford at shortstop. Tyro Estrada at second base. Jason Crizzen, I think, was what they called him. So I think that's what his first name is. Can't remember. He's playing left field. Austin Slater's in center field. Jason Vossler is at third base. And Kurt Casale is catching. And then the Nats have Cesar Hernandez leading off. Juan Soto hitting second. Josh Bell hitting third tonight. And Cruz hitting fourth. It was flip-flop last night. Yadiel Hernandez back in the lineup against the righty in left field. Maikel Franco had 4 hits last night, and he is batting sixth. Seventh is Riley Adams, and eighth is Victor Robles, who also had 4 hits. Josh Bell also had 4 hits. It was a crazy game. Alcides Escobar batting ninth. He had 3 hits. So, I mean, you never know exactly how it's going to go. I'm going to turn this off and switch to... Oop, wrong one. Switch to that. Okay. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm going to be adjusting some stuff here because I still don't know exactly how I'm going to structure this. And I haven't had enough time to make a proper layout yet. So the layout's going to get better too. Yeah, we had 3 4-hit games. That was very strange. That's gotta be pretty rare. And Josh Bell, of course, being one of them, that makes sense. Juan Soto had a homer as well. First at AB, dead center field, and it was a great swing. It was against Alex Wood, the lefty, took it the other way on an inside pitch. What I should have done is I should have streamed last night, because it was on the Apple broadcast, and I was completely unhinged by the end of the game. I was losing my mind at basically everything. The fact that we were scoring so much was crazy. It was a hit parade. We had 20 hits, or 21, 22, something. We had over 20. It was crazy. And then also the Apple broadcast was just so bad. I was losing it. So, new month, new Soto. It's almost a new month, yeah. Dang, it is the 30th of April already. Crazy. Crazy stuff. All right, so let me see. This StatCast I'm going to change today when it is actually loaded properly for this game, when it's ready, because it was a little too small to see what was happening, so I'm going to blow up some of the stats once they start popping in. Also, yeah, May flowers and Mother's Day and my birthday. My birthday is May 11th. Oh my god, I'm going to be 24. That's pretty crazy. Okay. Anyways, back to baseball. So I actually, if anyone's curious, I know last week I talked about betting a lot because I was running bets all day, and I'm doing it again today. I cashed my first one of the day. Miles Michaelis over 4.5 strikeouts. Already cashed, so we're looking good. I got the Blue Jays money line. I believe they're winning 2-0 at the moment against the Astros. So that's in the 4th inning. And I was thinking about taking the Angels today as well, but I didn't know if Trout was going to get a rest day, so I didn't quite do it, but he is playing, so. And David Fletcher's back. I have to, you know what? I don't even know what I'm doing. I have to take them. David Fletcher, the King Fletch, like, he makes pitchers just, he's just the best. Thanks for the early birthday wish. It depends on the guy. I mean, there's just like certain players that are strikeout specialists who just go crazy. Also, strikeout numbers right now are a little down per game just because pitchers haven't started pitching like to their full workload. Guys aren't really getting to 100 pitches yet still because of the shortened spring training. So they're going to go up per pitcher. But I hit 5 on Michaelis. I think he has 6. All right. Anyways, before I forget, because the Angels play like now, like literally right now, I have to hit this bet now. Okay, we're good. We're in. We're in a minute in advance. How many does Scherzer have that one game? His max is he had 20 strikeouts against the Tigers, which has only been done 4 times. Twice by Roger Clemens, once by Kerry Wood, once by Max Scherzer. So that's an elite group of players. I mean, that's so exclusive. I think DeGrom has the potential to do a 20 strikeout game if he can get back healthy and stuff. He's had 15 a couple times where he's just like completely dominant. He doesn't really need to do that to win though. I mean, because even if you make contact with his pitches, it's still hard to hit him. So. Royd's luck and a madman. Yeah. Well, Kerry Woods was statistically one of the greatest games ever pitched, or potentially by game score is the greatest game ever pitched. And the second highest, I believe, is Max Scherzer's no-hitter against the Mets. That should have been a perfect game, if not for a Yunel Escobar error. Max Scherzer threw 2 perfect games that year in like let's be honest. If we're being honest with ourselves, Jose Tabata sticking his arm out doesn't count against a perfect game, in my opinion. Even if the history books say it, my narrative says that it was a perfect game. What's up, Tony C? I got 2 units on the run line for the Giants. I avoided the run line today. Oh wait, you said run line. Not money line. I was thinking money line. I avoided the money line today because it was too juiced. But, yeah, I mean, I would expect the Giants to bounce back from yesterday. We're not scoring 14 runs again. So, if you're looking at yesterday as an outlier, which it pretty much is, that's probably a solid bet. I just stayed away just because them getting 14 runs last night just kind of scared me. I was like, because you never know with baseball. Sometimes teams get that one good game and then they get hot, and then you never know. But that's unlikely. So pretty smart bet, honestly, based on how the Nats have played the rest of the season. No, Scherzer doesn't have a perfect game. I'm saying they should have been perfect games because of things that were out of his control, you know. But technically they're not. But to me they are, in my heart. What's up, baseball kid? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. Colorado is a money line or the run line? It depends on what odds you get. Last time when I was looking at Colorado earlier, they were like minus 150 on the money line, and that's a little too juiced for me. Even though they probably will win, it's just the value isn't quite there. Let me check the run line. What do they play? They play 8. Yeah, I actually really like that. Oh, Josh Bell, deep to right field. Get out. Oh, it's off the wall. All right, that's fine. God, he's so good. He's so good, guys. He's so good. We have to extend this guy. We have to. Have to. I will buy a jersey the minute he is extended. The minute pen hits paper. I'm telling you. Jersey purchase. Anyways, back to the Rockies. The run line is not actually the worst bet. I would wait till the lineups come out because, one, Chris Bryant's on the injured list. And you just never know. Sometimes guys get rest days. But Chad Kuhl is on the bump for the Rockies, and he has been lights out to start the season. And they just put up like 12 on the Reds last night. And it's at Coors. I might actually hit that bet. But I'm going to wait for the lineups. Pretty sure that it's about 4 hours till game time. They probably don't have both lineups yet. Nelson Cruz steps up. He had a tough luck night last night. He hit some balls hard. And that was not hit hard. All right, well, what are you going to do? Josh Bell hit a double, though. That's cool. Best bet on the late games. Honestly, you bringing my attention to that Rockies bet's not that bad. I kind of like that bet. I mean, so I have a ladder play on the Yankees game, so I bet 5 on their money line, 5 on their minus 1.5 run line, 5 on their minus 2.5 run line because they're playing the Royals, and Garrett Cole's pitching. So I feel like they'll get a cushion. But I wouldn't take the money line straight up in that game just because, or the run line for that matter, because the value is not that great. Yeah, it honestly might be that Rockies bet, that Rockies run line, because it's plus 125 on FanDuel. That's pretty good value for Chad Kuhl on the mound. I don't even know who the guy for the Reds is. Yes, gambling's addictive. Do it at your own discretion. And be smart. Don't. The way that I bet, as I learned this. This is not my strategy. I learned this from somebody else. But you're supposed to bet a percentage of your bankroll, and never your whole bankroll. So, yeah. Never. I keep winning though. That's the problem. I won a parlay, or I cashed out a parlay the other night for $300. Like I mean, if I keep winning, it's fine, right? Sure. I don't have a problem. All right, we got a Doan on the bump today. Looking for a bounce back. He's struggled a little bit. Looking for him to locate his fastball better today than he did last time out. Hey, I mean, the thing is, though, my goal is to take as much money from sports books as possible because they're scummy. It's just, that's how they prey on people's addiction. And I might be a part of that because I'm, actively participating, but at least I'm taking their money. I'm plus 430 in my gambling career. So I have taken more from them than they have taken from me. So I'll take that as a win. Ball 2. Yeah, you could take the Rockies money line if you're gonna put enough on it for it to be worth it. But my unit right now is $5, so I'm not gonna put 5 on a -150 because it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like 2. I'm only getting a half unit back at that point, so it's just not even. It's not worth it because if I lose, then it's like, all right, well, I basically just double lost because my profit was only going to be half of what I put in. So definitely, I would keep an eye on that run line. That was a ooh. Is the game cast working? I gotta adjust this. By the way, my bad. My fault. My fault. My fault. Okay, that was a ball, I suppose. Okay, this. Now, what do I do here? This is what I want. Oops, wrong thing. Adon with the strikeout while I'm adjusting. Okay, so what I wanted to do was this. Just give me, or wait, I'm gonna have to keep it. All right, hold on, because this is gonna get longer. Hold on. All right, I'm gonna keep it like this until there's too many of them. I'm doing testing here to try and get this right. Sorry. Trying to keep. Oh, hit hard, but right to Juan Soto for the out. Nice play. Tony, like Tony Two Bags, Washington Nationals legend. I don't watch USFL. I watch the NFL. Soto had a good season in right field last year defensively. I mean, he played left field when he first came up, but right field's his natural position. He went. No swing? I don't know about that. All right. How can I get this to be like how I want it? Do I go wider? Okay. How about that? Oop, it's a little off. Okay. What stats do I want to be on here, though? That's the question. Yeah. There we go. Apologies for all the stuff that I'm doing, trying to get this right. All right, I'm gonna say that's good for now. Right, Shirley? Okay. All right, I think we're good. Same birthday as Rendon, that's dope. Anthony Rendon made an insane play, I think yesterday, or the day before, where he... Oh. Oh no! Oh. Did anybody see what just happened? That was the stupidest play I have ever seen in my life. Okay. Okay. Let me comprehend what... Okay, so Adon totally botched the throw off of a bunt. Franco was backing up, but he backed up too much, so it got by him anyways, and then they sent the runner home, and then we threw him out. I mean, it's an out, I guess. That's nuts. Sorry, let me get back to some messages. Okay. Of the Braves, Brewers, Mets, Colorado, who you think has the best bet? Probably Atlanta. I think that they had the best odds for who they're playing. Yeah, they're minus 118 on FanDuel. That's pretty good value against the Rangers. Because I think the Braves are the better team. But some close ones in the last at the end of the night. And like I said, that Colorado run line does not look too bad either. Hey, we got the out though. The KBO's hype as shit. You should hype as a heck. Sorry, I'm trying not to swear too much. Do you guys like how I have the stats now on underneath me, because now you can actually see what's happening? I felt like it was a little too it was too small. You couldn't really see, but now you got basically everything you need in terms of exit velo, launch angle, distance, and the speed of the pitch. So. Yeah, I'd say Tony. I'd say Braves money line or Rockies run line. Rockies money line's minus 142. Honestly, that's not the worst. So you could go for the money line as well. I think I'll probably end up taking the run line in that game. Maybe Chad Cool strikeouts. I mean, he's not a huge strikeout guy, but it is the Reds. Yadiel Hernandez with a knock. This dude, every time he gets put in the lineup, he just hits. He just hits. He's got to be the starting left fielder right now. I mean, he hits every single time he plays. Yeah, they show the replay of that play again. I mean, they executed the part from Maikel Franco getting it to Riley Adams tagging him, so I guess they did that right. Anyways, Chad Cool strikeouts is at 3.5, but it's super juiced. Yeah, probably just take the Rockies run line in that eventually. Like I said, I already won Miles Michaelis over 4.5 Ks, so we're in the green today so far. Okay. Yeah, Franco had 4 hits last night, which was interesting. Didn't really expect to see that ever. Neither with the Robles one either, to be fair. I mean, I like Victor Robles, but he'd been really struggling. But he has been hitting well over the past week and a half, culminating in his big game last night. And it's definitely a noticeable change in his swing from the previous 2 seasons. He's really trying to stay on even plane and get to the ball instead of trying to lift, which I think they went with the lift approach, because 19 he did hit like we just grounded into a double play. Franco did. In 19, Robles hit double-digit homers, so I think they were like, oh, well, he's got some pop. Let's go even harder on the launch angle, and then it just didn't work. So yeah, I know 3 4-hit games for one team in the same game is that's pretty tough. Biz Mackey. No, I am not familiar with Biz Mackey. Is that an old player? Could have been a senator. A senator as in Washington senators back in the day. I'm sure we'll see Andrew Stevenson at some point this year. I think he might be dealing with an injury, right? Riley Adams pops out to Brandon Crawford. Nobody scores in that inning. Here, let me just go to Rochester's game logs. See if he's been in the lineup. He's OPSing 800 in AAA this year, which is good, really good for a guy with his defensive skills. I saw the lineup and I don't remember seeing his name in there, so that's why I wanted to check. They're in game 2. Oh, that's probably why. They had a doubleheader. He might have sat one of them. Okay. That makes sense. He's not playing in the second game. Did he play in the first? Rochester won the first game 3-0. Yeah, Stevenson batted 7th in the first game. He went 1 for 2. Okay, but yeah, he's hitting 282 with an 800 OPS, and his defensive skills and speed, that's pretty dang good. So, good for him. I'm sure he will show up at the major league level this year at some point. I'm surprised he didn't get the call-up when Donovan Casey got the call-up, because that's normally the Stevenson call-up is when we need to see the bench guy, the extra bench guy. But I guess I'm not sure how it works, because he's on a minor league deal, and I don't know if he gets called up if we can't option him back. I actually don't know how that is going to work with him, because I don't know. I'm going to have to maybe learn. Because he got put on waivers and nobody claimed him, so we re-signed him to a minor league deal. Yeah, he's always had the fielding ability. I mean, if he can just, if we need a 4th outfielder, come up and play every so often, play against righties sometimes. If we need right now, I don't know. I mean, do you send Lane Thomas down and bring him up? Maybe, because Yadiel Hernandez is good, playing good enough left field to play every day right now. So that's tough. And also, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have roster cuts, like, in a couple days. So I'm guessing a pitcher or 2 will be optioned or placed on waivers. I don't know how many options everyone has. I would think both would be optioned if he has any left, but he always survives the cut, so I really don't know. No, I'm with you, Matt. But I'm saying if we ever do, I don't hit Estrada. Yep, that's his problem right now. He's just doesn't quite know where it's going all the time. That was that was a fastball. I mean, Lane statistically is better against lefties, but Yadiel's good against lefties. I think Yadiel should play every day right now the way he's hitting, personally. And then I mean you can flip flop Robles and Thomas if you want, but the way Victor's playing right now, I kind of want to keep him in. But yeah, the Stevenson call up would be like if we needed someone, like if someone was really struggling or we had an injury or something, like later in the season. Yeah, with no need for, I mean, because you could have defensive replacements as well, but Stevenson's role from last year is definitely took a hit from the DH, so that was unfortunate for him. I think that was low. Adon wants these calls, but you're not going to get these calls if you can't put it where you want it. That's not where the pitch was supposed to be. It's supposed to be on more outside. Oh, that was a strike, though. That was a strike. All right, I stand corrected. That was a strike. I mean, like I've been saying, Robles needs to hit like 240, 250, and then he's valuable because his defense is that good. So he got over 200 last night, so he's getting there. Ooh, that's hit deep to left. Robles is there, though. Okay. Yeah, Robles 4-hit game. He got over 200 last night. So he's progressing, and he's been hitting the ball pretty hard as well in some at bats. Last night he bunted for a hit, and he had like an infield single at some point. But his other two hits were pretty hard hit. Nice fastball. Adon does have a good fastball when he can put it where he wants it. But he wouldn't be in the rotation right now if we had enough pitching depth. But obviously with Ross out and Strauss out, there's really no choice. Aaron Sanchez probably locked up a rotation spot after last night, at least for the time being as well. So, can y'all hear? I'm wondering, can y'all hear? My cat is over there and she's snoring, and I'm wondering if you can hear her. She's pretty loud. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the mic picked it up. See, that's the next step there, is just getting those off-speed pitches in the zone more consistently. Because as soon as he does that, and he makes them respect that pitch as a strike, they can't sit on anything. They can't sit on his fastball. So that's a big thing for him to get right. He hasn't consistently been able to put his off speed in the strike zone. That's a good fastball, though. That's a really good fastball. You hear it? If it's annoying, I can make her stop, but she is knocked out. See, what do they want in the 2-2? What do they want in the 2-2? Go fastball or they go curveball? Good one. Fouled off. Riley Adams behind the plate today. soothing. Awesome. Good pitch. That's a good pitch. Just overpower him with the heater. And he showed the curveball in the zone the pitch before, so you have to respect that as a strike. So he throws, then he can come back in and elevate that fastball. It's heavy too. He's got a heavy spin rate fastball. So if he can put it right there, that's hard to hit. But it's just a lot of other factors go into making that pitch look like that. Because if they can't sit on it, it's just it gets on them so fast. Through a change up. That's definitely his weakest pitch. Him and Josiah both have some work on their changeup to do, but they've got the fastball and the curveball and the sliders and everything like that. So Josiah got a really bad beat the other night because he played pretty good. I thought he pitched pretty well. He had one bad miss, which got hit as a homer, and then he should have had a quality start, but an error that was called that was ruled a hit, even though it was an error. It gave him a fourth earned run, which was like Escobar. It hit off Escobar's glove and definitely should have been caught. Josh Bell wants a challenge on this pickoff, and they're looking at it. Ooh, he's got a point. He's got a point. Did he sweep his hand in there? No, he didn't. That was close though. Estrada's not diving back, so almost caught him being lazy. He's definitely gonna run. Nice pitch. Nice pitch. I'm going to talk about tunneling in my next video. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to be busy in the back half of next week, so if I do a stream next week, it'll probably actually be earlier in the week, so it'll probably be like Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So you might see my face again pretty soon, but I'm going to be busy with exams, and then I'm actually, on the weekend, I'm actually moving my stuff. I'm moving for the summer, so I will be too busy. But there should still be a video Friday. I'll have it done hopefully before my exams start. Trying to stay consistently uploading on Fridays if I can. And I should be able to once school's over. Drop out. I have once. That's a knock by Vossler, so it's going to be first and third with 2 outs. That's their first hit of the game. Who's hitting 9th for them today? Who did I say? It's Kirk Casale, who did have a knock against Adon, I believe. No, that was against Aaron Sanchez. Yeah, you know. I dropped out. I went to community college out of high school, dropped out, and then worked for like 2 years, and then went back to school. All right, good fastball. Oh, nobody gets to know where I go. I'm not doxing myself. Just kidding. I go to DeVry University. Nobody gets to know my whereabouts. I'm a shadow. So stupid. It's so stupid. All right, baseball. What do we got? What do we got, Adone? What do we want? Outside fastball. I like it. Just locate it. And he did. Oh, sit down. Painted. I do like the transition music Masson has, I will say. I do game. What do you mean? I said that. I played the show. I haven't played this week, though. Because we've got exams coming, so I haven't had as much time to game. Also, just haven't been wanting to play either. That's true. That's the only game I'm playing right now. To be fair, I have been taking like a sort of hiatus from video games just because I just wasn't feeling any games that I mean I have a ton in my backlog. I just wasn't wanting to play any. So, but I will eventually want to play some games again. So then we'll play them. I actually need to look through my Game Pass list and start probably trying to take advantage of that. Oh yeah, Ryan Zimmerman's jersey got retired today for the Virginia Cavaliers. Golf instead. I play golf. I haven't played in a while, but I play. I'm not good. I used to be good actually in middle school. At my school, golf was a fall sport, so I could play golf in the fall and baseball in the spring. But once I got to high school, I played baseball in the spring and golf was a spring sport, so I didn't play golf. And then after I quit baseball, I actually played golf in my senior year of high school, and it was a blast. I wasn't good, and I barely registered any scores by then. But in middle school, I was good. I won Conference Player of the Year in middle school. I've got the award somewhere to prove it. Not here, but somewhere. Yeah, 90s mostly. I've dropped it into the 80s sometimes. Never broke 80 though. Close, but never broken it. My best round's an 84. Ooh, watch your back knee. Logan Webb has some crazy movement on his sinker. That thing just whips across the zone. It's crazy. I don't even know how you can tell if it's going to be a strike or a ball. I mean, that's so hard to hit. Like I can't even say, oh, Vic's swinging it. Like that's so nasty. That is so hard to square up. I lettered in golf in high school. What do you mean lettered? That sounds official. I actually I went to school in North Carolina, so I'm unfamiliar with Virginia courses, and I just played some local courses around my area. So probably nothing super legit. I mean, like legit courses, obviously, but nothing like super tough or anything like that. Yeah, but I don't actually know what lettered in golf means. So If you have an explanation, I'd love to hear it. I like to understand things. Also, Victor Robles just took a walk, which is hard to do. Oh, okay. So it's just like an award for being good. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I was conference player of the year in 8th grade. Before I stopped playing to just play baseball, I was actually kind of good. But then after like a hiatus and stuff, now I'm back. Or then I started playing again, and I'm not quite that good, but it's very fun. I like golf, so it's about getting out there with the boys sometimes, and I need to do that soon. Oh, you stitch. That's cool. So do you have like a jacket like with all of your like stuff from what you did at school, like academics and athletics or and community stuff? Like that kind of sounds like cool, like pretty cool. Dude, Alcides Escobar can hit again, I guess. Oh, there's a problem in the corner. Robles is getting sent. He's there. That is 1-0 Nationals. See, this is why I stayed away from betting this game, because when them Nats, you never know, if you start getting hot, you start scoring runs, you see them, you see your boys getting some hits, it just clicks. It just clicks like that sometimes. That was a good swing. I mean, I'm an Escobar hater, but I can't even hate there. That was good. I know, I don't know, Escobar all of a sudden. You have friends? Yeah, a couple. Hernandez deep to left center field, down in the gap. It's 2-0 Nats. Hernandez to second base. He's in there safely. The Washington Nationals take a 2-0 lead. How about that? Nobody out in the inning off of Logan Webb, who is really nasty, guys. I'm serious. He is. He is, really. Although he has been more hittable at the start of this season than he was near the end of last season. That's a good cut again. I mean, these are way better swings from all up and down the lineup the last 2 days. Yeah, I mean, anytime Robles walks, it's fine. I just don't want him to, like, what he did last year was he tried to walk too much. And it affected his aggressiveness at the plate. And so I want him to stay aggressive, but yeah, if he can take a walk, that's fine, because he's got so much speed. See if Soto can join the party. That was a good pitch to do it on. Might have been looking for the sinker. Yeah, the Marlins dominated. I mean, oh, Soto, left field. It's probably too. Yeah, he hit it too well. Gosh, the amount of times Soto hits a ball just too good. Damn. All right. But yeah, the Giants also have a good pitching staff, and Alex Wood's good. We got 5 off of him. Logan Webb's good. We got 2 already off of him. So, no real. Baseball's weird. That's really. I mean, there's no stats that could back this up at all. Every stat pointed the opposite direction for us in this series. So we've already we've way out hit my expectations. The Marlins pitched very, very good, to be fair. I do not want to take anything away from the performance, especially of Pablo Lopez. Alcantara was good despite not even having his best stuff. And then I can honestly barely remember the third game. I was checked out just because we just could not get anything going at the plate. Bell, another hit. He's getting sent. He's safe. He's safe. I don't even... Ooh. Did he touch home? Josh Bell is so good. We have to extend this guy. They're going to challenge. I don't know if he touched home is the thing. I'm just not sure if he did. Cesar he did a smart thing, and Kevin Franzen's mentioning it as well on the broadcast. He did try to keep some speed because it was going to be close, and try to get the edge of home plate there to try and score. Because if he slid too early, he was going to be out. The throw definitely beat him. But well, this angle sucks. It's if his left foot touched the base, he's safe. Can't see from that angle. We need that overhead. We need a slow motion overhead angle. He was called safe. Oh, he's out. He's way out. I don't think he touched it. Not before the tag. I don't think, guys. Let's see. That's not close. No, he's out. I think he's out, personally. He was called safe, though, so they have to have enough evidence to overturn it, but I didn't see his hand get in there until the tag was applied. And his left foot definitely didn't get in there. Why are we winning? I don't know. I think he's out. Yeah. I think that's the right call. I don't mind the send there by Di Sarcina, though, because as a struggling team who just got out of a huge offensive slump last night, we got to just put up runs. Just get aggressive and try to put up as many runs as we can early. So I actually like that send a lot. It just didn't work. That's okay, though. It's okay because more Josh Bell success. He just won't stop. Nelson Cruz at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a ground ball back to the bitter. Hitting 148 on the season. It just keeps getting worse. And there's some metrics that say Cruz is still hitting the ball pretty hard and just not getting the results, but he's also hit a lot of ground balls, and it doesn't matter how hard you hit ground balls all the time. But there's a hit. That was hard hit. Takes that one the other way. The Nats are seeing it. I don't know what they got going on. Just off they must have something on the Giants pitchers. They must just have some kind of. They must know that they have a tendency to like throw strikes on certain pitches or something, because they're just attacking everything. I mean, this is Logan Webb. This is not a bum. This is a guy that's hard to square up, and they're squaring him up. His whole MO is soft contact because his sinker moves so much, and his changeup moves so much, and his motorcycle guy's ruining my dang stream. It's raining, dude. Why are you on a motorcycle? Owl. See, I'm kind of leaning towards that because there's some evidence to say, even before he signed with us, that he was declining. But it's also only been 20 games, so still time, but it is a little concerning. Now let's see if Yadiel is going to continue to rake, because he has been on fire. And I was so upset that he didn't hit a grand slam the other night. I'm sure y'all probably do remember. He had bases loaded, he barreled a ball, and it didn't go anywhere. It just didn't go. And I was thinking about that the rest of the night. I actually posted a stat, which I was curious, so I found out that only before Yadiel's hit, it was 107 miles per hour off the bat exit velocity. It was a 30-degree launch angle. And I looked up how many balls put into play at those with 107 exit velocity and 30 launch angle, how many balls that were put into play resulted in outs? And of the 500 plus I found, 10 of them were outs. So Yadiel turned into the 11th out. Those odds are just insane. And like most hits of that kind are homers. Pretty much all of them. So like generally speaking, you hit that ball and it's going out. And it was just a combination of the baseballs being more dead and cold and wind that night. The wind was blowing in. So what are you going to do? 1-2 pitch. Fouls it off. Stays alive. Yadi does not strike out that much for the amount that he swings, because he swings a lot. But he tends to make contact more times than not, so that's pretty good. Making him work. And we scored twice, so that's good. Good take. That's a beauty of a take right there. Because he wanted to go and he didn't. Yes, keep grinding out these ABs. Let's go. I mean, we're kind of doing both. We're kind of being aggressive when it's a good time to be aggressive, and then we're taking pitches when it's time to take pitches. Up the middle? Crawford's there. Should have known. All right, but we got 2. So, and we got 2 from the bottom of the order. That's big. That's the reason that if the Nationals are going to win games, it's all about the bottom of the order producing. And we got Robles walk and Escobar double. Did he get to third? He might have got to third. I don't remember. Let's check out some other games, shall we? Astros and Blue Jays. It is Blue Jays 2, Astros 1 in the 6th inning. Angels versus White Sox. The White Sox are winning 1-0. I bet on the Angels in that game, so let's go Angels. Guardians and Athletics. It's Beeb Day, everybody. It's Beeb Day. Hold on. Shane Bieber is one of my favorite pitchers. Oh yeah, the pop-up on game day will disappear when the action returns. It just pops up sometimes. So Beeb, 1 hit, no runs, 2 strikeouts through 2 innings. But I love Shane Bieber. I think he's really good. Got Rays and Twins. My bet on that game is Rays minus 0.5 runs in the first half. It's the 3rd inning. And it's 1-1. So, and that's it. That's all that's going on right now. So I need the Blue Jays to hang on in that game. That would be cool. Twould be cool. So how many of y'all stayed up to watch last night's game? I'm curious, because it was late. If you follow me on Twitter, you were probably pretty annoyed at me because I was going a little crazy on the timeline, I'll be honest. That Apple broadcast just had me just upset. I really tried. I really gave him a shot. Tried not to complain. But it was just bad. Too many damn side conversations is the problem. They didn't even pay attention to the game hardly. And it was Nationals scored 14 runs. There's stuff happening. Like, talk about it. They're talking about friends. Like, I'm calm down. Change up sales well away. So, Adon, 41 pitches through 2. kind of a lot, but I mean, I'm not expecting him to go more than 5 or 6 if he's pitching really well. One, two. That was a pretty good changeup. It stayed up a little bit, but it moved enough to get to the outside corner. So that's a nice pitch right there. Wow, looking at that look at all the stats under me. Look at all the hits. The balls put into play by the Nats that inning. All of them are over 90-mile-per-hour exit velocity. So they were all over Logan Webb there. Josh Bell with the 105 on his single. If that was off, if that had a 30-degree launch angle, it's probably in McCovey Cove. I need a splash hit from Josh Bell in either McCovey or in the Allegheny as a Nat. Yep, I mean, if Adon's going to miss his fastball, that's the miss. Is off the plate, either way or in. Ooh! His changeup does move, and which is why I think there's a lot of potential for it. It doesn't move. It doesn't have enough depth to be like a ground ball changeup. Like he's got to have this. It has to be a swing and miss because if they make contact, it's bad. But if he does that, then it is good. Oh my goodness, that was filthy. That was mean. I can't believe he just did that, Darren Ruff. Darren Ruff seems like a decent guy. You just got to do that to him, just like that. He might have a family. Jeez. He made him look silly. Yo, is the Adon Hive active? I'm sure the Hive is buzzing. Yes, the Hive is buzzing. Go follow at Prime Adon on Twitter if you just want a really fun Twitter account to follow. It's only about Joan Adon, and it's great. 94 to the outside. He seems to be going into attack mode here, which is pretty good. I think he got some confidence from those last two batters. Keep attacking. We got a lead. Keep attacking. Ooh. Okay, and he hit him in the arm. That was not that far in. Flores kind of did the thing where if you're not sure, where you like start your swing and then he goes, and then it hit him in the arm. That wasn't that inside, honestly. Like it was in, but not to the extent of the first hit batter. And Flores crowds the plate. I mean, he gets hit by a lot of pitches anyways. Riley Adams wants the first pitch curveball to Crawford. I love it. Keep him off that fastball. Crawford's a fastball hitter. He is a fastball merchant. He hunts them. So that first pitch curveball in the zone, that's big for this AB. Slider down and in. That was kind of a waste pitch. I mean, I love back foot sliders to lefties as much as the next guy, but obviously if it bounces in front of the plate, it's not going to be as effective. Think we'll see Strauss before June? Probably not. But I hope so. They are, him and Ross are both throwing off of actual mounds now in Florida. So they are progressing. It doesn't seem like it's going to be fast, and I don't think they should rush Strauss back. Because they did. They rushed him back before he was ready last time, and that's why he got hurt again. So, because his injury is tough to come back from. I mentioned this last time, but thoracic outlet surgery, it's not likely that a pitcher will come back from that and be the same guy. So, got to take every precaution. Crawford's a vet. He says this guy's a little wild. I got to make him throw strikes. Smart stuff. Oh, my hair's too long. I need to get cut. That's a really good 3-1 pitch. Crawford's all over Heater there. He throws the curveball. I think Adon was okay with walking Crawford there if he couldn't execute that pitch, because, I mean, you don't want to lay one in there to their best hitter right now, especially when you got guys that are a little easier to attack with their injuries and stuff. But then he threw he threw that one right down the middle. I don't think that's where that was supposed to be. He got away with it. Yes. Oh, it was some lefty. Cliff Lee, maybe? But the last guy that I remember who had it and didn't come back successful was Matt Harvey. And so that is that's the freshest in my mind, and that's not a good thing. Brandon Crawford walked, by the way. I don't mind that at all, actually. They threw an off-speed pitch after he laid a fastball in there and said, "All right, if you lay off of this, whatever." I'm pretty sure Estrada's the 5th hitter, and he's right-handed, and he's got less power than Crawford generally. So, then again, you do put a runner in scoring position, so I don't know. It's a big batter coming up in this game. If Adon can get us out of this and then we maybe score another run, we can take that momentum. But he's got to shut it down right here. Chris Young. Yeah, it's just it's a pretty, I mean, guys don't get that surgery often as pitchers, but it definitely it's hard to come back 100%. So I'm trying to temper expectations. Like, I think if Strauss can get 100 innings, that's a huge win. What's wrong? Did you see another dog outside? My dog. What's up? Did you see somebody out there? All right, 0-2 count. I was distracted. Sorry. Ooh, good pick, Riley Adams. Because that was missed, but yeah, she definitely sees another dog. Stepped off. Sorry, I'm texting. So unprofessional. How could I do that? All right. 1-2 to Estrada. He wanted to swing at that one. I swear he did. That wasn't a bad pitch on 1-2, but now you got to bring it. You got to bring it near the zone here if you're gonna throw that pitch or he's not going to swing at it. I think he goes fastball. He did, and popped to down the right field line. It's going to get out of play. That's not, if he can get the location right with the fastball, that's the put away, but he's not. That's right down the middle. Luckily, it's got enough spin rate on it that he's keeping hitters off of it so far, just based on the stuff factor. But the one that he threw to, the one he threw up and in to, I don't remember, Casale maybe? That's the one. But if it catches too much of the middle, it's just not going to be successful. Yeah, feel is going to be, yeah. Definitely. That's why honestly, it's probably why it's taking him this long to get back, is just to try and get the right feel for, that's down. Might be able to keep it at 1 run if we can get the relay right. No, we couldn't get the relay right. You know what? That's just a good piece of hitting. That's a good piece of hitting right there. No, they didn't get the 3rd run. Okay. So they did stop the 3rd run. That's not a bad pitch. That's good hitting. Got to tip your cap. That's the pitch I would have called that right there. That exact pitch. Yeah, no, feel for Strauss. Just the feel for his pitches and location, everything like that. So, and he's going to get out of it. Or no, the 2nd run did score. Masson had the score wrong. Big surprise. So, all right, well, damn. That was really close to getting the shutdown inning. We got to come back and put some runners on base here. If they could flip to us getting the shutdown inning against us, and then that's a problem. Be right back, everybody. Gotta stay hydrated. Okay. Yeah, the woe boat. Same here. I got by Masson. They said it was only 1 run, but there were 2. I was like, there's no way 2 runs aren't going to score there when a bobble happened and it's 2 outs. So, makes sense they scored there, but that's tough. That was a good pitch. I still think that was a good pitch. So sometimes you just gotta tip your cap. Now it would be important for the Nats to get something going. The worst thing that could happen for this game's momentum is a 1-2-3 inning. And wow. Franco just hit a rocket. Franco is giving him like a death stare. I'm pretty sure he was teammates with him in Philly. So I think he was giving him a little, because Franco seems like a genuinely fun player to be around. Like, guys seem to like him. So that seemed like a joke stare. Oh, Riley Adams. Hi, Chopper. He's gonna beat it out. Baseball. Is that not the epitome of baseball? Oh my goodness gracious. If that is not exactly what baseball is all about. You're going to see eventually when the StatCast is updated, you're going to see some exit velos here, and one of them's a hit that shouldn't be, and the other one's an out that also shouldn't be. That was just a straight chopper after Franco hit an absolute ripper. An absolute scorcher. Best hitter, Victor Robles, steps into the box. Swings at a not good pitch. He thought that was a heater, and that was a changeup. Webb can use his changeup so interestingly because of his sinker and how it moves. Like, he can kind of get guys off of that changeup without having to drop it below the zone, just because it looks so much like his sinker. He's going outside sinker. Yeah, that's strike 3. Robles bought a call somehow, but that was strike 3. That's a bad call. Will justice be served, or will Robles take advantage of second life? Well, he drew another life with another good take. Well, another take. The other take wasn't good. He just got lucky that the umpire can't see. I'm sure calling guys with movement is way harder just because everything happens so fast. Robles again, man. I think he's really hitting a good stride here, and I wasn't expecting it, and I'm really happy about it. There's another knock and another hard hit baseball. Why is the StatCast? What's wrong with Savant right now? It's not updating. Let me hit the reload button. Oh. There we go. Hold on. Let me get the There we go. So yeah, that was 100 off the bat. Franco's was 90, so he didn't crush it, but he hit it pretty hard. And then Adams just negative 61 degree launch angle directly into the ground with the knock. It's pretty funny. So this is good. This is very good for the Nats. To get base runners here after a tough inning. 1-1 to Escobar. Again, though, we're getting his pitches up, and if we score some more, we might have a Webb out of this game pretty soon, which is a huge win. Not that the Giants' bullpen isn't really good, because they are, but Logan Webb's really good too, so... Oh, hi, kitty. And puppy. What are you guys doing? You never want to hang out in here until I'm streaming. There she goes. Now, this cat does like to hang out in here. you go again. What are you doing? Sorry. Okay. Do you think the Nationals are going to win today? No answer, huh? Well, that's a shame. Looks like I'm going to have to put you up for adoption now. Just kidding. Up the middle. Up the middle. Safe. Infield hit. She's standing in front of the chat. I can't see the chat. How am I supposed to respond to chats if you stand in front of it? Shut up. No, I'm not talking to an animal. Yeah, catitude instead of natitude. Oh, dude, when's Catitude Day at the ballpark? I'm gonna bring my cat in the stadium. That's a great idea. She'd definitely not hate that. So again, this is the bottom of the order producing here. For the top of the order to come up with runners on base. And Cesar Hernandez already has an RBI hit today, so. Cesar's up 278 on the year. Big gap. Big gap near second base. Wonder if he's looking at it. Is he in the windup? No, he's in the stretch. Ooh. I think Cesar was trying to go exactly where I was just talking about right there, but he got a change up instead of a sinker. It looks like he was on the sinker there, but got the change up. Because I think they're playing infield in on the corners here, so. Oh no, they're halfway. That's an interesting shift actually, because the first baseman, they're basically given the run if it goes to first base. Or maybe they think Riley Adams isn't that fast, which he's not, but. Twin killing. The twin killing. That's not the middle of the field that I wanted. There was to the right of second base. There was a big hole. Now oh, that sucks really bad. Juan Soto is next. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Haircut. All right, let's see what's going on around the league. Blue Jays are still up 2-1 on the Astros, and the White Sox are still up 1-0 on the White Sox. Guardians take the lead at Oakland in the 4th inning on Beeb Day. Rays and Twins tied at 1 in the bottom of the 4th. I need the Rays to score and then have the lead after the 5th inning is over for my bet. So that's getting close to the danger zone. Hopefully they can pull it out. They can give me a good beat like the Padres did yesterday, because I had them at a minus 0.5 run spread through 5 innings, and through the 4th inning it was tied, and then the Padres scored twice in the top of the 5th and managed to hold a rally from the Pirates to 1 run. So I was able to win that one, but that one took a lot. Austin Slater's the batter against Joan Adon, back out for the 4th. Nice fastball inside. Not necessarily where he wanted it, but still a good pitch. Ooh. Another up and in one. You got 2K on this game? Damn, you're betting way more than me. You're high stakes. I'm only betting 5s. $5. Yeah, I'm not at big baller mode yet with my bets, but he can't. He's losing that fastball inside too much. Last week I was a halfway Giants fan. Strike 3, ring him up. That's a strike. That's not where he was supposed to catch it though. That was supposed to be more outside. But that's a good pitch. Yeah, last week I had the Giants on an alt spread, minus 2.5, and they won by 3. And I wasn't happy about it, but I was like, I mean, if the Nats are going to lose, I might as well make the game positive in some way. But today I stayed away from this game because the Nats ran up a score last night. That is the best changeup Joan Adon has thrown in his career. That one right there. That's easily the best changeup I've ever seen from him. If he can get that pitch to be consistent, the sky's the limit here. Because the stuff rating is there. It's about locating and developing that changeup. Because the thing with this changeup is sometimes it gets flat, which means that it doesn't dive down, but it stays kind of like horizontally moving only, and that's a little bit easier to square up. Because when it's sinking down as well, then it's basically like just a ground ball pitch. You can get a lot of ground balls that way. Now he got a ground ball on that fastball right down the middle, and that was kind of lucky, but we'll take a quick out. So good inning from Adon right there. Needed a quick one. Definitely bought himself another inning, maybe 2, if he can have another quick one. Juan Soto is going to lead off the inning. Seems like I'm going to have only one more chance, bottom of the fifth, for the Rays to potentially win me that bet. I was thinking against Chris Archer that they would score more when they have Shane McClanahan on the mound. To be fair to Archer, though, he has pitched well this year so far, even though he has had a rough couple seasons since he was moved to... He went to Pittsburgh, and then he went back to Tampa. And then I don't know if he was on another team. So we've got Juan Soto, and then we've got the best hitter on our team right now, and then we've got an old guy. Go Nats! 9 hits. Again, the hits are coming in bunches. Well, yeah, they're showing the slow-mo of Juan's first swing of the night on the homer yesterday. It was... When Juan Soto takes a lefty to center field or the other way, there's no better swing. There just isn't. There's no more technically sound, mechanically sound swing. And the balance. The balance is the key. It's just, with that much bat speed, to have his balance is, pretty ridiculous. Outside, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. See how Webb wants to attack here. Nice sinker. I think Juan I don't know why he wouldn't swing there. That's kind of in his wheelhouse. I mean, he likes it a little higher. Just got under that one. But he wanted to go the other way with it, so. That's important. When Juan hits it the other way, it's when he's locking in, and he's been hitting it more the other way. His last line out was the other way as well. And then when you're going the other way and you catch an off-speed pitch out in front, then you crush one 450 to dead to right center field, Meanwhile, there's this guy. He's really good. First pitch swinging. Josh Bell's basically like, anything I hit is a hit right now, so I'm just going to swing. But he's only swinging at strikes. I mean, he's not chasing hardly at all. His chase rate is extremely good right now. That's going to be a hit. That's going to be an out. Oh, they got him out, guys. And keep in mind, Josh Bell's doing this with an injured knee. Like, he's not 100%, and he's still able to put up these numbers. I'm going to go on his Savant page because I want to see his chase rate. Well, his chase rate's only the 61st percentile, which is, it's still above average. His K rate is the 96th percentile, which means he's not striking out. Yeah, and all the other numbers, he's 99th percentile in expected batting average, which is nuts. The home runs haven't quite been there, but like, he's hitting singles and doubles at will, so who cares? Home runs will come when it gets warmer. I thought he got a homer earlier today. His double was close. Two to Cruz. No chance. On to the bottom of the 5th. Yes. Yeah, he's getting the ball in the air. He hasn't had a pulled ground ball in a few games. That's a good thing. Because when he's not on, he's pulling everything, and that's when he just pulls ground balls in the shift. When he's focused too much on rotation through the zone, that's when he rotates early. He rotates the hips early, so they swing out, and then he can't get to the outside pitch. So if it's an outside pitch, you're just going to roll it over. But when he stays in and waits for the pitch to travel and goes the other way, there's no better hitter. I mean, maybe Mike Trout, but he's Mike Trout, so he's kind of on his own pedestal, you know. His batting stats are absolutely ridiculous right now. I'm actually gonna see what they are now updated. Last time I looked, he had a 190 WRC plus. What? I know you don't need to go out. Because I took you out right before we started, and you went number 2. So, talking to my dog, in case anyone's wondering. Where's his Fangraphs? There it is. Oh, he's just at a casual 251 WRC plus now. So, and a casual 1.7 wins above replacement in 20 games or so. And he missed a couple. So that's insane. What's the slash line? 345, 472, 741. That's not fair. That's unfair. He's too OP, please nerf. Luis Gonzalez steps in against Adon. And he's going to lead it off with a single. Left field. Single left to start out the 5th. That's concerning. This kid's pretty good, though. Luis Gonzalez. It's a nice swing. And Kevin Franzen just said he can run a little bit. So let's see if he tries to steal one. Adon, not necessarily fast to the plate. Not slow either. Yeah, this is 3rd time around. This is where it's, they're going to start squaring him up. Potentially. That's a good pitch, though. 92 on the velo. He's at 78 pitches, so there could be some arm fatigue. Josh Rogers is warming up. So it looks like they want to get Adon to Rogers for multi-inning relief appearance, I would think. I like that. It's something that there's some teams that basically have guys that are starters that are designated to go 3-4 innings and then give it to another starter who's designated to go 3-4 innings out of the pen, and it makes those guys' outings more effective because they don't have to go around the order 3 times, and that's kind of one of the more sabermetric friendly. Yeah, Adon got hit. That was a double or a single to left. There's definitely seeing him. But I wish that the Nats would do that with this pairing. The problem is that he's through 5, or he's in the 5th. I would have pulled him in the 4th if we were using that strategy. We are not. But if we were using that strategy, I would have pulled him after last inning, after that inning, put in Rogers for 2 to 3, and then bridge it to the bullpen, but act like the shutdown. Because some teams are doing that with the new data about third time around the order, which is not necessarily new anymore, but they finally pivoted to a strategy that works, and they're able to use their players in positions where their players have the best chance at success. So now it's third time around the order with the Doan, and even though he had a good four innings, they've seen him now. And this is the second start in a row, I believe, against the Giants. So they've really seen him. I think we got to give up a run here. I'm pretty sure they're playing back up the middle. Try to turn 2. Limit the damage here. Flores doesn't have enough speed to beat out a double play most of the time. I mean, a strikeout works too. But he doesn't really have the swing and miss right now as much. They're making contact a lot more often. 1-2. Threw a good one, but Flores spoiled it. It's actually more of a backup curveball, but that was a pretty good curveball to try and get a strikeout right there. Now we got to focus up, though. You cannot walk this guy, or it's going to get ugly fast. Throw your best pitch. Say, here it is, beat me. If he beats you, he beats you. But a walk is worse. Three-two. I mean, you have to throw it in the zone. You gotta try and make him beat you. You cannot walk him. Yeah. You gotta pull him, but it's an inning too late. Well, also, I mean, Adon wouldn't even be on the roster right now if we were in an ideal scenario. He would be in AAA. So obviously, in a good scenario where we could do that, I would love a bridge from Adon to Rogers to the bullpen, you know. But well, you know, I guess we don't have that luxury with our current depth. So fair enough. That's a fair point. Wasn't really thinking about that. The A's tied the game with the Guardians. The Rays trying to blow my bet. Brandon Lau, give me a homer. Give me a homer to cash my bet. Give me a homer. It might be Josh Lowe. No, this is Brandon Lau. Give me a homer. That's a strike, not a homer. Probably not going to hit this Rays one. But if the Blue Jays can hold on, I will still be in the plus. I tweeted earlier, but I'll reiterate. MLB TV really needs some more ads. And not because I like ads or anything, but because I keep having to watch the same 5 ads over and over and over and over again. And I'm starting to memorize them, and I don't like that. Because that means they're stuck in my head. All right, Brandon Lau. He's going to hit a home run on this pitch and cash my bet. Obviously. Very obviously. It's not even a question. It's 100%. 100% odds. He struck out. Yeah, no, exactly. Like, we don't have the depth to worry about, third time around the order with these guys and trying to pace them. Like, we have to have innings. But unfortunately, in this case, we get through 4 and he loads the bases and doesn't get another out. So that's just if it was ideal, he might have been able to come out after that inning, but they're trying to get more depth out of him, and it didn't work. And now Josh Rogers comes into an impossible scenario. He got a pop up. Escobar makes the play. All right. 1 pitch, 1 out, and now a double play ends the inning. Welcome back. Welcome back, Tony. Meanwhile, Wander Franco's up. Dude, what if Wander Franco with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning clutched my bet with a homer? What if? What would you do? Well, this is a tough double play. I think we gotta... I wonder if they'll play in on the corners and go home there and then up the middle try to turn one. I mean, only giving up 1 run would be okay, so they're probably just going to try and turn it normally. Even if it doesn't end up happening and they score 1, I mean, if we can get out of this with only 1, I'll take it. But now it's a 2-0 count to Estrada. Danger zone here. Got a swing on a pitch that wasn't in the zone. This is make or break. I mean, if this blows up right here, it's obviously going to be over. But if the Nats can keep it close, they have a chance. I feel like that analysis is so obvious. I don't even know why I said it. Franco deep to left, but it's a pop up. I lost that one. Having some chili. What's for dinner, Puff Mama? Chili. I like chili. I like chili dogs. I actually got some dogs in my fridge. Rogers 3-1. Gets a ground ball. Can they turn it? Safe at first. They tried. But Estrada is very fast. Yeah, I think he was safe. That's a fast feed, fast turn. It's as good as they could possibly get. Yeah, he's safe. But, hey, I'm going to say that's a win if we can get out of this with just that 1 run scored. Josh Rogers like, man, I almost did that. Yeah, great effort all around. I mean, that was a clean turn. It just Strada's fast. Speed kills sometimes. Super close. Got to keep it right here, though. Mauricio Dubon pinch hitting. He had a double last night. Riley Adams says, pick off. That's a show me pick off. Rogers doesn't have a great pick off move. Did Zim use an elbow guard? I don't think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't. Yeah, that wasn't a bad pitch. Kevin Franzen's like, damn, that's a good changeup. That's a great pitch. I mean, Rogers' changeup's his weakest pitch, but that was still below the knees. I mean, that's a pretty good pitch. It's just... Yep, the Giants are back. Yeah, it was a fun 2 innings. Man, I honestly, that's tough for Rogers. I feel like he threw some good pitches, and he almost got out of that with nothing. Game of inches sometimes. Erasmo Ramirez is replacing him. He's been good. Oh man, this game is this could be totally different right now. A couple things go differently. Oh, Blue Jays are a strike away from closing this one out. That'll secure a bet win for me. Jordan Romano can strike out Bregman on this pitch. He hit a fly ball to the right fielder. It is caught. All right, Raimel Tapia puts it away. So I'm up again. But I also bet on the Angels, and they're going to lose, probably. So I will be back to even. Or I guess technically I'm like... No, I'm like plus... How much? Blue Jays were like minus 135 in that one, but Mike List was plus 105 in that one. So I'm probably... If the Angels lose, I'm going to be down like 75 cents or something. So that's like whatever. That's not a big deal. Still runners on base, first and second for the Giants. Erasmo Ramirez, though, has been pretty good. See if he can work out of this. Great sinker. Sinker didn't... That was more of a two-seamer. I'll say two-seamer because it ended up high. Another good sinker. Can't get the pitch comm right. Now the batter steps out. That's mind games from the batter, by the way. Austin Slater. He stepped out on purpose. Juan does that too. Ooh, that was a cross-up. That was a cross-up. Riley Adams actually made a really nice catch. I think that was supposed to be a curveball or slider. I don't know what Ramirez's full arsenal is. He doesn't have a pitch comm, or maybe the pitch comm's not working. Charge. I need to get to a game. I need to get to a Fred Nats game. If anyone's been keeping up with Fred Nats down there. Fredericksburg. Is that a foul? That sinker's got some crazy run on it from Ramirez. Innings pitched, NL relievers. Washington Nationals 93.2 are in second place. 93 and 2/3 innings, I should say. That's not good. All right, we got out of it. Got out of it with 2. Could have been. That's, hey, Tony, your bet's inbound now. Your bet is in play. So if they hold that, you're gonna get some money. Check the Rockies lineup if it's out, and I might place that bet I was talking about earlier on their run line. Joe, Blackman, Grichuk, Cron, McMahon, Hilliard, Iglesias, Alan Trejo, Dom Nunez. Nunez instead of Diaz. Lineups. Listen, I have to root for the Nats because they're my team, but I will be happy for you if that hits. That's for sure. Like, I'm definitely not going to be salty if the Nats lose because they lose a lot. Yeah, I think I'm still going to hit that Rockies bet. But no Diaz, no Brendan Rodgers, but Brendan Rodgers hasn't been hitting that well. And then no Chris Bryant, but he was out the last few days. But with their pitching matchup, I'm still thinking the Rockies have a good shot at that. Hopefully, now I I wouldn't bet that based on my advice if I were you, Tony, because you're betting a lot more money than me. I'm only throwing $5 in each time. Okay. Yadiel Hernandez steps in almost at a 300 batting average, 298. Pop up to... Oh, that's tough. Hey, that's a hit. Straight up. Double. Was that just a knock, or did they mess up? It looked like somebody messed something up. Can I see a replay? I need to see what their outfield was doing. It's a pop-up. Austin Slater, what was he doing? All right, well, that's a hit, but that was a mental mistake by Austin Slater in right field, because that was a pop-up. But the Nats will take it. That's a tough pitch. That's close, but that's like... See, on the Gamecast, it doesn't look like what it actually looked like, where it's a sinker and it's like in the other batter's box, and then it gets back to barely clipping the edge. It's impossible. That's actually impossible for a hitter, though. Like, because like, what do? You can't protect that pitch. It's closer to a ball than it is a strike, but it's still a pretty good pitch. Tough. That's why hitting is hard. That's why baseball is a game of failure at the plate. I mean, the best hitters only hit 300. Mostly. That was more of a strike than the other strike. Franco looking to walk. Full count. Full count. Honestly, this is kind of an important at bat. If he walks here, it changes everything. Fouls it off. All right. Logan Webb's at 86 pitches. This is probably his last inning. This is definitely his last inning. Someone's making noise back there. Can't tell if it's my dog or if it's somebody below me. What a play. Nice play from Vossler. That was a hard hit baseball right there. Nice play. That's a big out. I mean, that gives them an out here to for us not even to score like an easier out. because, well, then again, the bottom of the order has been pretty good. So, I guess we'll see. Riley Adams will step in. He's 1 for 2. If I could do it, I'd show you guys my puppy down here. But my webcam is, you know, wired into my computer over the back and stuff. That was a pitch to hit. He's not going to get a better one than that one. Probably. John Brebbia in the bullpen for the Nats. I mean, the Giants. Wish he was in the Nats bullpen. He's been pretty good. Then again, the Nats bullpen has been pretty good. Yeah, that's filthy. Riley Adams watched the only pitch he was going to be able to hit that AB. That's nasty. That's really nasty. Victor Robles on base twice today at 231. 231, everybody. That is approaching a valuable hitter. A not negatively valuable hitter, I should say. Which is where he's been the last 2 years. Maybe he just goes big fly. Oh, I think the wind is kicking. The center field camera operator's having some trouble. Good take. He's seeing the ball better for sure. Not chasing as much, swinging at more strikes. Fun box score today. I mean, the Nats only have 2 runs, but they've been putting the ball in play and getting hits. Juan Soto has had 2 hard hit balls that haven't gotten hits. Robles has another one. Send him. Wow. Another rip by Vic. Give him a hit. He's locked in right now. Maybe Vossler could have made that play, but that's a hard hit ball. I mean, that's tough. I think they should give him a hit. The dang bottom of that dang order. $245. $245. That's in range. That's in my range. That's in my range that I said I want, where I want Vic to be. Minimum range, I should say. But like, this is acceptable now. I know, if they're all going to hit, I mean, damn. Yadiel's been hitting all year. Soto's obviously Soto, but, I mean, if Victor Robles is going to provide offensive value, that's the key. I mean, he doesn't have to be... I mean, I know he was a #1 prospect, but he doesn't have to be a superstar. He just needs to be a productive player. He hasn't been a productive player since his rookie year. He's been a negatively productive player, which is bad. But he's playing good right now. I mean, when he's locked in on offense and defense, he's very, very fun to watch. He's always fun to watch on defense, but yeah, get him on the move here. I like it. Let's send him. Let's frickin' steal. Kirk Casale is pretty good defensively, though. Take one, Esky. 1-0. Take a pitch. Let him run. Get him in scoring position. Knock him in. Simple as that. Or hit a tapper back to the pitcher. Either way, I guess. No, you were right when you said he's seeing the ball. He definitely is. He's swinging at more strikes and laying off more bad pitches. So he's definitely seeing it. He's locking in. That's very good for the Nats. They need him to, if they want him to be a part of the team, they need him to hit a little bit. So that's good. I have to pee again. So I'll be right back. What inning are we in? The 6th, I think. See if they scored that a hit or an error on Robles's grounder. There's some Nationals fans dressed as Mario characters at the game. I'm highly confused, but I do respect the drip. Rosmo Ramirez stays in to pitch. I like it. I like it a lot. Victor Robles was given a hit on that. So that's cool. High, deep, and gone. Splash Town. Yeah, all right. 5-3. Jason Vossler. One year ago today, I think John Lester made his Nats debut versus the Marlins. That's right. He started the season later. I try to forget that he was on the Nats. It wasn't very long. That wasn't even a bad pitch either. Did it get there on the fly? Splash hit. Yes, it did. That wind's blowing out there too. You can see it. If you get it up in the air that way, it looks like it's going to be catching the jet stream. That's about the first blemish on Ramirez, though. He's been good other than that. I think that's the first earned run he's given up since he got called up. So that'll happen. The key is now lock in and keep the damage at 1. Easier said than done. Oh boy. Is the collapse coming? Kind of feels like it might be. Is he hurt? Or no, Davey's just pulling him to go to Finnegan. Was that an emergency thing, or was that the plan the whole time? Kyle Finnegan's coming in. I mean, if you wanted to go to Finnegan the whole time, I don't know why he didn't just start the inning. But maybe they had some data that said that the Ramirez would be better against those two guys, and it just didn't work out. I don't know what the numbers say, so I can't say for sure. The Giants just always bring up dudes that can hit and play, and like that's why they've been successful. It's because they have so much depth. They just have a dude, random guy, Jason Voster is just gonna show up, start hitting. Why not? You know. But that's the key to success for sure. Hey, you got the spread again back, or you're in the clear if the Giants hold on, and they have runner on first with nobody out, so they could score more potentially. That's I don't want to be responsible for a loss, but that's a toss-up. I mean, if you're going pure money line, probably the Rockies. But if you're looking at the Braves money line or the Rockies spread, that's basically a 50-50, honestly. But if you're gonna put it on the Rockies money line, that's probably better, in my opinion. They have the better pitcher on the bump, at least the better pitcher so far this season on the bump tonight. I took their spread, but I'm also not betting as much as you are. Finnegan can't find the zone. Well, good luck. Hopefully I didn't screw you over. think it's potentially about to get pretty ugly. And again, really don't understand the point of leaving Ramirez in there if you wanted to bring in Finnegan anyways. So I don't really get it, but here we are. First and second, nobody out. Darren Ruff's the batter. It might be about to get rough for the Nats. And Finnegan likes to give up the home run ball. And rocket to the right side through the hole. Will they send him? They will not. It is now bases loaded. No outs. That was such an easy read as well from Ruff. He goes 4 pitches. First 4 pitches, none of them are a strike. So you know he's going to throw whatever pitch he thinks he can throw for a strike. And that's for Finnegan. That's always a sinker. So Ruff was just sitting on a sinker, and he's like, if it's in the zone, I'm hitting it. And it was. And he's probably like, if he throws another pitch for a strike, tip your cap. And there we go. Juan kept him from scoring by getting to that ball quickly. So there's a chance. Swing, and a miss. That is the Giants broadcaster. What's his name? I know his name. It's not John Sterling. He's the other one, I think. Nah, I can't remember, but it's the Giants play-by-play. One of the Giants play-by-play guys has a great swing and a miss call. And to shortstop, the Nats will get a double play and allow 1 run to come in. Okay. It's not the worst scenario, I suppose. What does that mean? Kupier. I have never seen that word in my life. I'm going to look it up. I don't know. This isn't a word. Okay. Anyways, run around third. Brandon Crawford's up. Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry, Nicholas. I honestly forgot that I asked what the guy's name was. And then you were, like, putting his name, and I totally disregarded that. My bad, my fault. My brain was like, what? And then I was like, wait, no, I asked that question. So, yes, that's Dwayne Kuiper? Is that how you say that? Or Kuiper? Kuiper? I don't know. Yeah, my fault. Whew, it's exam time. My brain is all over the place. I apologize. Freaking Brandon Crawford just stole a base, by the way. And I didn't even say what happened, but the Nationals are losing by 4 now. Brandon Crawford hit a single. And then he stole second on Finnegan, who wasn't paying attention to him. I don't know if I'd pay attention to him over there either, though, because he doesn't run, but he did. He got him there. Thanks for the sub, Tony. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you, Nicholas. I was just totally losing my mind. All right. Can he get a strike? So now there's another runner in scoring position because Crawford managed to take a base there. So it's getting out of reach. Finnegan can't put the ball where he wants it right now. Just missing his spots, like and he's not really close today. And I mean, I'll give him credit for he has actually pitched pretty well this season, but today he's not on. Yeah, that wind is kicking. You can see the center field cameras moving all over the place. Crawford, veteran move, just scored because of. Oh, man. A lot of things going on in that play. Brandon Crawford, absolute genius move, by the way. He got as close as that ball as he possibly could without letting it hit him to get in Escobar's way, and Escobar threw a freaking changeup. Yeah, that hit the grass. That's got to be an Escobar error there. I mean, Bell might think that as a first baseman, he probably feels like he needed to pick that. But that was just a straight-up changeup from Escobar across the diamond. Those are the hardest ones to pick. And Finnegan exits. Not a good inning. For most... I'm really confused as to why... like, if you were gonna keep Erasmo Ramirez in, then you gotta let him work through that instead of just bringing in Finnegan with a runner on immediately. Or he should have just brought Finnegan in to start the inning clean. But if the plan there was to let him face two batters, I don't get it. Because Finnegan is never, ever good when he has to take on base runners. With inherited runners, he never holds them. And that's fine, but that's why you put him in a clean inning. So I don't like that. Like, we got to put our guys in positions to succeed when it's possible. In that case, I think it was possible to just put Finnegan in to start the inning. Or leave Erasmo Ramirez in for a little bit longer and see if he can work it. Because you don't want to put Finnegan in with runners on base. It never ends well. And now it's Andres Machado with runners on base. And that's never normally a good sign either. This was a winnable game, and I think that we're going to lose because, one, we don't have the depth, and two, Dave Martinez management fail. I am happy for you, Tony. It's not over, but you've got quite a cushion. So congratulations on stealing money from sportsbooks, and that's what it's all about, is taking their money. Because screw sportsbooks. Take their money. They don't need it. I probably shouldn't say screw sportsbooks in case one of them wants to sponsor us. I don't mean it like that. But I mean it in the sense of I'm trying to take as much money from them as possible because that's the goal. Dubon bunts for a foul ball. Yes, congrats, Tony. If it hits, we don't want to say it for sure, because baseball, it's never over till it's over in baseball. There is no time limit. Except in the minor leagues. Pitch clocks. I hate pitch clocks so much. Bases empty, pitch clock is okay, but I hate pitch clock with runners on base. And so, you know, okay, so if you guys didn't see last night, Juan Soto and Alex Wood had like a pace battle because Alex Wood statistically is one of the quickest workers in the league. He likes to go fast. Juan Soto doesn't. So the first inning, Juan did get time on an 0-2 or on a 1-1 pitch, and then the next pitch when Juan was set, he hit a homer. The next at bat, it was the opposite. Juan asked for time, Ump didn't give it to him, and then he had this weird play where he was like hand off the bat, asking for time. He looks back, the pitch is coming, and he just like whacked at it and made contact, but it was like a little pop out. And I wonder if the pitch comm has made fast workers even faster, and if that's potentially a problem for batters who literally don't have enough time to even look up sometimes at these guys. Because Juan like stepped in and basically, and he wasn't even looking up, and he had just stepped in, and like I don't really like because the pitch comm, as soon as the ball is caught, catcher can go right to it and say hit that, and the pitcher's walking back to the mound, he hears it and goes. So it's fast. It's really fast, especially when you have guys that work that quickly. All right, Escobar makes the play. So Giants get what? 4. Yeah, they had some Giants really got some hard hit balls beginning of that inning. And throughout that inning, honestly. That's hype. 4K. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. You didn't want to see it. Pretty rough. Hey, I'll tell you what though. Next time I do one of these streams, we won't have to play the Giants, so we get a different team. Let's see, actually, because I think I'm gonna be doing the stream a little earlier in the week. So who's our first series of the week against? We play the Rockies. Rockies in Coors? Okay, that'll be fun. I mean, maybe not for the Nats, but it'll be fun to watch. Especially if Juan Soto or Josh Bell like really gets one at Coors, like 470, 515, 520 from Soto's home run derby performance last year. Dude, I'm not a betting expert. I talk bets and I like bets, but I'm educated on it, so I do know what I'm doing to an extent, but don't take every pick that I make. I lose a lot. I lose almost as many as I win. So, like, but I do enjoy talking betting. And if I can help people take some money from sports books, I'm all for it. Jose Alvarez, the pitcher for the Giants. Lefty. Yes, we like to do some Mookie bets here. Like to play some Mookie bets. Luke Williams into the game at third base, replacing Vossler. Interesting. Unless Vossler was moved to another position and someone else came out. Sam Clay versus Coors would be dangerous. Definitely would be dangerous. That's true. Kevin Franzen just mentioned that that bases loaded double play. That was a huge, huge turning point in the game. Nats really could have capitalized and gotten to their bullpen early. But you know, that's how it is. It can happen. Like baseball can happen like that. Hell yeah! You've been stealing their money for 20 years. I love it. It's not stealing, but I just say it like that. It's not stealing. They steal from people. Essentially, it's legal stealing. Because as much as people are like, oh, it's personal responsibility, but they make a lot of their money off of addicted people. And that's a little bit scummy. But if you're responsible with it, then it's fine. It's just some people can't control themselves, but you know, gambling companies know they can't control themselves, so they purposely take advantage of that. Juan, despite being 0 for 3, has hit the ball hard today twice. So he's gone the other way as well twice. Let's see if he can lock in versus Alvarez here and try to shoot one down the third baseline. Got him. That was a filthy, filthy changeup. That was a very good pitch. Damn. Josh Bell's double. What is 100% a homer at Coors? His double from the first inning or the second inning or whenever he hit it. Speaking of Josh Bell, he's hitting. First inning because he's batting third today. Forgot. Hitting a casual 370. What if he just rocked one right now? Just not like that. That's a swing and miss. He's not hitting lefty, so he's not going to go McCovey Cove this time. But dinger to left field's cool. Or a single, a walk, any base runner. Any stat that makes Josh Bell look better to push my narrative that he is super good, which I think he really is. I do. That's not like one of my fake narratives that I just say as a joke. I actually think he's really good, and he was good last year despite being unlucky, and now you see what happens when he gets a little bit of luck on his side. He's hitting 370, not anymore because he got out right there. It's probably like 365, but still, you know what I'm saying. Let's go 1, 2, 3. So this one is looking like it's probably going to be one of those Giants just go ahead and ride the rest of the game out and win the game. Probably going to be a similar score to how it is right now. But I'm still going to watch. Tell you what, tomorrow's the rubber game, and Josiah's on the bump. So, I mean, Nats still have a chance to win this series. Whatever we do with Bell, we cannot let him walk. It's either re-sign or trade. Re-sign is absolutely preferable. Extremely preferable. Because we don't have a first baseman in the system that's anywhere near ready to play. Not one. The closest is Jake Knoll. He's not good enough. And I don't even dislike Jake Knoll. I think he has some value, actually, as a utility guy, but he's not a first baseman who can hit like Josh Bell can hit. So, and like I said, Nats don't have a guy right now in their system that's even close to anywhere near Josh Bell's level. So, like, 3-4 year deal. Let's go. Get it done. Could have gotten him 4 for $55 million probably if we re-signed him in the offseason. Now that price is gonna drive up. They need to re-sign him as fast as they can before it gets too high. Batting title winner? I don't see that happening. He's gonna slow down from his batting average, but honestly, his power is manifesting with doubles only right now, and eventually there's going to be homers. So it might flip-flop eventually to where his batting average might drop a bit, but his power will go up. But either way, I mean, if this is sustainable, which there's no chance it is, but if it was, then I'd be cool with this hitting as well, because he hit 370 and getting on base like 48% of the time is really good, even if you're only hitting singles. Andres Machado stays in for mop-up duty here. Now, interestingly enough, Andres Machado's slider has a negative run value attached to it, which is pretty impressive for a guy who isn't necessarily a top option. Stuff-wise, it's definitely... He's got stuff. That's not really a question. Again, it's location, and it's just when Machado starts walking guys is when he gets into trouble. Yeah, no, Josh Bell is a huge presence in that locker room as well. He's a leader in that locker room. He's a great dude, great human being. This is the kind of guy you re-sign. This is the kind of guy you... That's the kind of guy that you DFA into space. Shoot to the sun, actually. I mean, that wasn't even close, Escobar. And he freaking... I mean, that has to be made. That's not even that. That's got to be made as a major league shortstop. You got to make that play. I know his book club's so cool. It makes too much sense. Which is why I don't understand why it hasn't happened yet. He's going to steal second. Trying to keep him over there. I mean, seriously, what loss do the Nats take by re-signing Josh Bell? I can't think of... I mean, unless he just signs the paper and just craps the bed. But, like, that's not going to happen. I mean, even if he underperformed the contract, it's still important for the culture of the locker room. It's important because he will probably still have trade value at the end of that deal if you're still in a rebuild by then. And letting him walk is obviously out of the question, but trading him, I mean, we could get some decent prospects back, but like I said, first base depth, Nationals don't have it. So why not lock up the dude until another guy might be ready? Because none of them are close. I think Drew Mendoza is playing first base, and he is like in single A, high A, I believe. I could be totally wrong there, but I'm pretty sure that he's like the next first base prospect that's like the closest to being ready, and he's not close. So it just makes too much sense, and I was confident that he would get re-signed, but now that there is, selling rumors, and I don't know how they want to do that, and this game is getting ugly. I mean, even then, though, what prospects are they going to give up for a first baseman? I mean, Josh Bell is a great first baseman, and he's good on defense, too, but defensively, first base has so much less value than most other positions. So at that point, you're just paying for his bat, and then it's like, how much are you going to pay for that? And it's a good bat, but how much are they going to be willing to go for? So I don't know, and I think that it's either re-sign him soon or trade him, but like preferably re-sign. Yeah, House is a shortstop. He could end up as a third baseman. But yeah, he wants to play short right now. And if he can hang as a shortstop defensively, I don't mind it because his bat is really good. Another run scores. Tony's bet gets even more likely. So Vossler did stay in the game, by the way. He moved from third to somewhere else, though. So I don't know who got taken out for them. Yeah, by the way, it's pretty obvious that the Nationals are manipulating Luis Garcia's service time because there's literally no reason for him to be in AAA anymore. They said that they were sending him down to work on his defense, and Escobar has like -8 defensive runs saved, so it's pretty obvious that Garcia's getting manipulated, which means we're not going to see him until end of May, probably, which sucks because he's absolutely killing it at Rochester right now. Jason Vossler, I don't know where the hitting is coming from, but defensively he's been a valuable player before. But yeah, he's hitting against the Nats. Machado has pitched pretty good, and they scored a run anyways because of bad defense. So this has actually been a pretty good outing from him. Escobar at shortstop just is not doing anyone any favors. So let's see. Will we get another Juan AB tonight? Potentially. I think Bell made the last out of the. Wait, did he? Did Cruz hit? I can't remember. Yeah, definitely. Vossler's definitely not the guy that I would have expected to be destroying the Nationals, but or just hitting in any series like that well. But he's doing it. He's doing it this series, and I think he hit well last series as well in DC. So either he sees Nats pitching really well, or he's getting hot. The glove is there, though. I mean, the dude can really, really pick it. Multiple positions as well. Versatile. That's the Giants' MO, anyways. Is having guys that can just that they can plug in and they will produce, and they have it. they seem to have it. I mean, this guy Gonzalez, just a call up. He's got a knock today. Nice hit. Scored a run. Playing a decent right field. Just a guy. He just comes up and just good. And they just seem to have an infinite supply of those fellas. Their player dev staff is obviously exceptional. Nationals hired a whole new player development staff, and judging by the Fred Nats, and honestly, just the minor league system as a whole, it seems to be working so far. Because the Nats minor league teams last year were pretty much a tragedy. None of them were good. And now, the Fred Nats are crushing it. A lot of new faces on that team, a lot of new guys, new prospects, and they seem to be panning out so far. I'm not really sure how Wilmington's been playing, but Harrisburg has been playing pretty good, and Rochester is 12-9 or something. So they've been pretty good too. A lot better, big upgrade over last year so far. Because last year, I think Rochester was like the worst team in all of AAA last year. And the Fred Nats didn't win their first game until, what was it, like 18 games in? I gotta get to the Fred Nats stadium though. I mean, it's super new. It's new. It's nice. The team's obviously playing at an exceptional level. The Dodgers money line is like minus 350 on FanDuel right now. Like, do I think they would win? Probably, but I wouldn't bet at that value straight on the money line, personally. Deep, but caught by Robles. All right, going to the 8th. My big bet is about to begin. I've got a ladder play on the Yankees game. $15 with 3 different legs. 1 money line. 1 minus 1.5 spread. 1 minus 2.5 spread. Play the Royals. Garrett Cole's on the mound. I know I said Garrett Cole's washed in my video, but it was mostly a joke, but little bit of tinge of truth, but he's still pretty good. So it's the Royals. I'm hoping that the Yankees scored like 12 on them last night, so I'm hoping they'll put up some runs. Their offense is really clicking. They're showing the Tim Anderson walk off from the Field of Dreams game in like the transition screen right now. And I'm saying this because it's true. I called that home run before it happened. Right before it happened. I did. I promise. I said, TA's got that dog in him. He's built for the big moment. And he's going deep. And then he did. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much a genius. 300 IQ, basically. Honestly, baseball is just like, it's boring to me because I know what's going to happen, like, every time. Like, every single pitch, I know exactly what's going to happen. So, I'm just kidding. I know, without the beard, right? He doesn't have the big old beard now. He's pitching pretty good this year, too. Yeah, Nelson Cruz says, yeah, we're not going to win, so I'm just going to swing at the first pitch. Cannot blame him, personally. He's 41. He doesn't want to be in this game anymore. Mike Rizzo lied to him about building a competitive team, and now he's just stuck here. Yeah, he's got a 1.13 ERA so far this season. And Brebbia has never been a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact when he's going good, and he has been this season. Was he on Was he even on the Cardinals back in 11 when they won? He might have been like a super young guy back then or something. I feel like he was there forever. No way. I'm wrong. Probably true. He's only 31. No, he was clearly a 19-year-old prospect. They called him up, and he was just so good. Obviously, I'm clearly right. Oh, I'm thinking of Lance Lynn. Lance Lynn was on that team, and he's got a big beard. Is that? Am I okay? Am I still credible, even though it was Lance Lynn and not John Brebbia? It's the beard, you know. I was thinking beard, and I don't even know if Lance Lynn had a beard back then, but he does now. He definitely was on that team. I remember that because I actually watched I watched some documentary about Rick Ankiel actually, and for some reason they talked about that Cardinals team, and Lance Lynn was a part of that. I don't even remember why. But they mentioned, you know, Lance Lynn in the World Series gave up a big homer to, I think, Nelson Cruz, actually. But the next night they put him right back in, and he went 1-2-3 in the 8th inning. So I guess that's good managing, La Russa. You're right. Yep. Yes, he did. That was against Lance Lynn. Man, wasn't that a cool moment? And then the next day was just the worst. Well, Brebbia looking like a legend in that inning. 1-2-3 on 10 pitches with a K. He looked unhappy. So, I don't know. Alright, bottom 8. Power through with me. Power through. We got a little bit longer in this one. I try to watch all Nationals game, every inning of Nationals baseball I can, just because I'm a freaking maniac. Used to be fun to do that. Now it's not as fun. No, I'm still having a good time. It's watching baseball. How bad can it be? Saturday afternoon baseball. I know that interview was pretty kick-ass too. But yeah, I know it's the because that was, I mean, obviously it was the season saver. It's at home, And then especially once the Nats won that, it's like, all right, we're here. We're going to win this series. We're going to win tomorrow. And then the start of the game the next day was really good. And then it was like, we're definitely going to win. And then it was like, oh, shoot, we blew it. More expletives were said than that. It's really, I'm glad that 2019 happened, because otherwise we'd still be like, oh my god, we haven't won a playoff series. And it's like, oh my god, we're in a rebuild and we didn't win a playoff series. But they did it. They did the damn thing. Francisco Perez back in off a good appearance last night. Well, good. He walked 3 guys, I think, but he got out of it without giving up a run. Stuff's decent. Control is not. That's so cool that you were at that game, dude. I mean, I wasn't able to go to a live game in 19's playoff run, but I tell you what, the next time the Nationals are division winners, I'm going to a home game in the first series. I'm gonna make it happen. Ooh, nice curveball by Perez. Yeah, it does balance it out. Not many things balance out a walk-off home run in the playoffs, but that's one of them for sure. My actually 2 dudes from my hometown who were on my baseball team were also at that game, and they stayed the whole game. And obviously it didn't pan out. You know, even though the Nats have won a championship since then, that is still brutal. Because that Nats team was one of the best ever. I mean, it's arguable that they were the best. I'm going to make a video about that one day, about which Nats team of that 10-year span was actually the best. Because I don't think the 2019 team was the best. It's the one they won with, but they weren't the most talented. I think that there's an argument to be made for 12, 14, and 17. 16's team was really good as well, but 17 was a little bit better, I think. And 18. I mean, despite the record, the roster... I mean, on paper, the roster in 18 was really, really good. It just didn't work. I mean, we had Juan Soto and Bryce Harper in the same outfield. That's nuts. Darren Ruff has 3 hits today, so he might be busting out of his slump. This is a bucket list ballpark for me, too. Oracle Park. My dad's been there. He told me it's gorgeous, and I mean, it looks gorgeous. And PNC, but I think I'll eventually get there because it's somewhat closer. Yeah, no, well, 18, that's why I said on paper, like, before the season, and honestly, during the season, it was like, oh, this team should be good, but they just didn't perform. But 17, I'm leaning towards being the best, but I have to do a lot of research, and I will if I do this video, which I probably will at some point. Make sure to really go and dive into the stats, because they were all really good teams, but they were also very similar teams. So it's like, which one was actually the best? 12's team was really, really good as well. It was unfortunate that Strasburg was on an innings limit that year, because otherwise it's a completely different story about, you know, is that the best team to enter the playoffs? Like, is that the best? If Strasburg's on that team, it potentially is. So, but obviously he had to shut it down in September that year, August. I can't remember anymore. Might have been early September. And 16 Strauss was literally, he was like 10-0. And he got hurt. So, I mean, it's tough. There's definitely factors. Good pitch. Francisco Perez, nice pitch. You went during you went to the playoffs there? That's sick. That's so awesome. Oh my god, I bet that was that was probably so hype. Were you at the game that ended that way, or? Oh, that was a brutal check swing call. Brutally brutal. Can you guys see my cat? Yeah, you can. Trying to get my finger to point at her on my webcam, but it's reversed. It's hard. She's up there. Game 1. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's brutal, really. It really is. Especially when you consider how amazing of a series it was. And that's what gets remembered. Because the series, I mean, it's two rivals who freaking hate each other. And it's two different philosophies, right? I mean, the Dodgers spend a ton of money, and obviously they also have great player development, but the Giants, you know, win 107 games with freaking nobodies, essentially. And when I say nobodies, I don't really mean it, but compared to, like, the star names of the Dodgers lineup, I choose not to remember the game. Yeah, fair. If you can block it out, go ahead. Absolutely. I was rooting for the Giants in that series too, because nobody wants the Dodgers to win. Everybody hates them except Dodgers fans. Come on. It's going to be hilarious when the literal same thing happens again and the Giants win the damn division. Jason Vossler, team MVP. Uh-oh, they stole up 6. Are the Nats going to get pissed? Hey, we did it to them last night, 14-4. Victor Robles stole second base, so we can't say anything. If we say anything, it's just hypocritical. Crawford hits one foul. That's what I'm saying, though, man. The Giants they seem to just have a guy every time they need a guy. Just to play well, and that's just so important, especially nowadays where there's more players in general playing per game just because, obviously back in the day, dudes played the whole game. But now there's a lot more subbing, there's a lot more defensive replacements, there's more of a role for bench guys. Although it kind of got taken away a little bit because the DH is universal now, but there's still value in it if you're using it properly, like the Giants do. They utilize their bench players, putting them in the best position to succeed, and not forcing them into poor positions. Now, obviously, they have a better roster than like the Nats do, so they can do that a little bit more. But it definitely helps. In terms of performance and confidence. I mean, you get a young guy who maybe isn't ready to, like a young starter who isn't ready to face the lineup 3 times around, but you can send him out for 2 times around and he can do well, and then that'll give him more confidence, and then as he develops, he'll maybe get 3rd time around ready. But either way, you can put him in a position to succeed when you have that depth, when you have those options. It's so funny, too. I totally was like, when the Giants hired Gabe Kapler, I was like, what? What are they doing? This guy is trash. But it was just Philly. It was Philly. The Phillies' mediocrity. Even Kapler couldn't get them out of the 82-80 record or whatever they always end up with. So I was dead wrong about Kapler for sure. I'll admit that straight up. He clearly knows what he's doing. I seriously haven't even been paying attention to this inning. I don't even know how these 2 base runners got on. I was just kind of rambling about stuff. Sometimes once I get going, I don't stop. Quick double play would be nice. Just to not drag this game out any longer than it needs to go. You know what I mean? Give him the strike on that one, Blue. I know it's not. I'm sure that there probably are dudes from this Giants coaching staff that are getting looked at, for some of those management positions. I don't actually know who's on their staff, so I'm not sure specifically, but, just when you take a team that was supposed to win 80 games and you win 107, generally other franchises are going to take note of that. So I don't understand this play from Davey again when this guy just pitched last night, and he has shown that he can't really throw strikes consistently. So you're going to put him in down 6 when it could possibly blow up. However, for some reason, they swung on 3-0, and he got a pop-up, so maybe he'll get out of it. Why was Estrada swinging 3-0? I mean, I'm not even... Why was he swinging 3-0? Unwritten rules. No, I don't care about that. I'm just curious because he's not really doesn't really seem like the kind of guy to swing 3-0. Not necessarily a huge power threat. That wind is crazy. Bell tracked that nicely. I know this happened a while ago, but did anyone see that Mariners White Sox game where it was in Chicago and the White Sox hit like 3 pop-ups in an inning and they all got dropped? Because the wind was just so crazy, nobody could catch the ball. And it was funny because during that game, I had a bet, because I'm always betting. I won this bet, but it was close because the Mariners were up 2-0 heading into the 5th, and Logan Gilbert was on the mound. So I'm like, hell yeah, I've got this minus 0.5 spread bet through 5 innings. And I'm like, nice, I'm going to win. And then the Mariners tried their absolute hardest to sell it, but they ended up getting out of it. All right, he's got Dubon 0-2. Let's put him away. Get refocused on tomorrow. We got a chance to win a series. Josiah Gray's on the bump. Even though this game hasn't gone well, still got a chance to win it. Not the game, but the series. I mean, we could always win the game, I suppose. That could happen. It's never say die. I mean, ever since the Nationals came back from down 6 in the 9th against the Mets, it's never over in my eyes. Another windy one. It didn't come back to fair territory though. Finish him off. Let's go. Nope, not quite. I'm getting hungry. What should I eat after this? Should I make dinner or should I order something? I'm probably gonna make something. I got some chicken, and I got some rice, and I got some broccoli. And I think I just answered my own question. I think that's what I'm going to make for dinner. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. Riley Adams just couldn't hang on. I'm curious if any of y'all, I'm assuming y'all are Giants fans in the chat, some of y'all, if y'all were at the playoffs and stuff. So that's really cool. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Even though I am a Nats fan, I try to keep it objective. Sometimes it's hard, but mostly I kind of know the Nationals aren't very good, so it makes it easier, I guess. But I like this Giants squad. I think they're really good. Like I mean, I feel like I've been praising their roster construction and Kapler and their team, so because I mean it's true, they really have done a lot with little in comparison to the big name, Giants who always seem to be in the playoffs. I say big name Giants as if that's not their team name. And again, Perez is at 30 pitches. I'm pretty sure he threw 30 pitches last night, so why? You're just not helping a guy. All good, baseball kid. You didn't miss much in terms of Nationals baseball. But there we go. All right, we're heading to the 9th. 3 outs left. And maybe we can get a Juan AB, potentially. But I think it's Adams. Hey, we're going to get another Robles AB. That's honestly more exciting right now. No, it's not more exciting than Soto, but the way he's been hitting, I'm excited. He's been on base 3 times today. He's 2 for 2. Last night he was 4 for 5. So, I mean, anything else in this series is now a bonus and would be really cool. And I love so much that he's not hitting the ball straight up in the air. I think he did actually, his out last night was a pop out. But I think that's his first infield pop up of the year. And I actually had a video about Robles, if you haven't seen it. But I mentioned in that video he had a nearly 20% infield fly ball rate last year, which is just, I mean, that's 1 in 5 baseballs popped up. That's not good. So I'm glad the approach change seems to be going with it now, because obviously when you make an approach change, it can take a little bit. So he had a rough start to the season. He seems to be understanding his swing plane more and understanding that this is who he should be, especially when the balls are dead like this, because you're not going to be a mega power guy when you're not really a mega power guy without some help from juice balls, which is obviously how it was in 19 when he hit double-digit homers. He's with these baseballs, Robles isn't going to hit double-digit homers. So working as a aggressive contact hitter with speed is important. And like I said in that video as well, balls put in play on the ground for Robles are way better than in the air. And that's not normally a thing you'd hear a stat guy say, and I would say I'm definitely a stat guy for the most part. And obviously I'm huge into launch angle, and I understand that launch angle is important for most guys, but when you have a speed guy like Robles, just putting the ball in play and making the defense work is important, because you're going to get on base through errors, you're going to get on base through hits, obviously, and you're going to get on base with speed. Infield hits, which he did last night, and he bunted for a hit last night. Why do you think the MLB keeps messing with the balls? It's a great question. I get it from 19 to last year's ball was more dead than 19, but there was still a decent middle ground. Unfortunately, last year though, they also used 2 different baseballs. So MLB not being transparent with which baseballs they're using is not helping anybody. And they're never transparent with anything. So that's why everyone has such a problem with. It's like, what do the stats look like? And we know that the stats look. This is the lowest offensive environment, literally ever, since like dead ball era, and even then, dead ball era was probably more offense, because the rules were different to allow for more offense. I mean, so it's no joke. Like these balls are not flying, and I just don't understand why they want to see bad batting. It doesn't make sense from a marketing perspective to have the literal worst batting stats through an April ever. Doesn't make any sense. So like I really don't understand, but I do think they needed to deaden them from 19, because 19's ball was the juiciest juice ball, and it was pretty stupid. So they needed it from there, but they went way extreme. I mean, they went to the complete opposite, and they deadened the ball, and they put humidors in every park. So the humidors are really doing a number, especially when there's no actual heat right now. A lot of places it's still cold. So I think we're going to have to wait till the weather really warms up to see how that affects the ball, and if it starts carrying a bit more. Maybe for some reason these baseballs just really can't go anywhere in the cold. You never know. But we will know if the offense stays the same in the summer, because if it stays the same in the summer, there's really something wrong with these baseballs. Really something wrong. Anyways, Victor Robles is 2 for 2 with a walk today, an RBI, and a run. He's literally done it all. So let's see. Can he get another one? No, he cannot. He did a dribbler to the pitcher. Still a very productive day from Robles. Well, I remember that there's a conspiracy as well that they juice the balls because a lot of pitchers were about to get paid and they didn't want to pay their pitchers as much, and now a bunch of hitters were going to get paid last year, so they deadened them. And while that's in more of the conspiracy realm, it's also not something I'd put past MLB to do. But it's to such an extreme this season that it doesn't make sense, even if that was the case. But we got to get out of April. We got to see May, and then if it's really still bad, then we got a problem. But I digress. Escobar is up, probably the last batter of the game. Thank you guys for hanging out, despite the fact that the Nationals kind of got blown up a little bit at the end. I'll probably be back with a stream earlier this week. It is not over. It is over because, oh my god, Darren Ruff just made an absolute Superman diving catch. That was crazy. Nice play, dude. Wow. He's not even really an outfield. He's mostly a DH. That was straight, like, full-on Superman dive. Hey, I like talking to y'all, too. Honestly, I've had a lot of fun with these two streams, and I definitely want to keep doing it. So, that's the game. Nationals end up dropping that one 9-3. Both teams had 11 hits. And, yes, congrats to Tony, if he's still here, won his bet. Stealing some money from them sports books. Congratulations. So be on the lookout early in the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, probably going to be the stream night this week. So I will be back this week, hopefully. And then I'll be back to like normal schedule once I move and stuff. So we'll probably be looking more towards the weekends for games. But yeah, just be on the lookout. I will schedule that probably a day before it happens. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I will see you guys for the next stream. Peace.